Are we live? Yes, we are most certainly live. Yes, I thought I'd spring a surprise live edition because there's some fantastic news that I'm going to be sharing with you. So there's no script, no nothing, just you, me, some enthusiasm. Let's go. Yes, indeed. A very warm welcome to each and every one of you. Yes, so you're watching live. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Here in the UK, here in the Shires in Middle Earth, it's Bank Holiday Monday. I don't know what they call it where you are in the world, but it's still holiday season, Easter. How have you all been throughout this long Easter weekend? For myself, I've been topping up my tan, whilst it's quite cold here today on the Bank Holiday Monday. But a few little admin type things before I go into the great news that you may have heard today here in the UK. So I've done this for a deliberate reason because news came in this morning, so I thought let's do a quick live one, and rather than record something and then try and do some editing, publish it, just say it how it is. So you don't miss any of these in the future. I would highly recommend that you do subscribe to my YouTube channel and set up the notifications so you get notified when I do go live and all that type of stuff. And also there's been a lot of things going on over the past week, 2 weeks of various guests that I've had on. You might have seen Neil Danby, who's one of the fastest veteran runners in not just the UK but the world, and giving some top tips on long runs and how it can help. And we've already done previous ones regarding some speed sessions and how you combine those. And also last week I had Amrit on, and we were talking about shoes because I'm looking at doing a new type of thing called What Shoes Do You Use? Did you see those? Yes, that's right. We were talking about the Nike Invincible run, which is some great runs. So a lot of the talk right now is the new Next Percent 2, but I like to talk about the everyday running shoes, yeah, not the small ones that we do for races, which I'm going to lead on to. But I talked about intros. Did you like that intro, or would you prefer this intro? I quite like that music there, but yeah, here today there's been some fantastic news. By the way, if you are live, you can leave some comments over there, questions, and add to this. But what's been happening, I'll go through some of the sequence of events that's been happening in the UK. So things are beginning to open up and loosen up. And as you can see, my lockdown hair is getting a bit out of hand. Yes, yes. Although I could have travelled to Scotland, although that would have been in breach of local travelling to get my hair cut. I think I could travel to Wales, but here in the Shires, I think I'm too far away from Wales or Scotland to get my hair cut. But come the 12th of April, what is it, a week today, everyone will be flooded in to get their hair cut or whatever. But I don't know, what do you think? Should I leave the hair? Just let it flow, as they say. But there's been a lot of things happening with the running within our running community, running events, and things are beginning to open up, which is really good news. And I'm going to go through a list of things. Some have impacted me directly, which is good news, which is happening. And then there's others which may not impact you, but it's all helping towards getting back to the events. Things are opening up. Yeah, people are beginning to live with what's going on at the moment, because we can't just stop everything and wait for things to go away. We need to get things moving in some way. And one of the things I've learned through lockdown is about respect. And I saw something when I was out yesterday, these signs in the particular town I was in about respect, respecting people's distances, respecting people's space and all that type of stuff. But it's a mutual respect, don't you think? We need to respect each other, whatever our opinions and views are. We need to respect those and give them that type of respect. So that's my view. So Junior Park Run here in the UK has already restarted, which is fantastic news. Also, the Senior Park Run will be coming back in June. I think it's early June. So those are beginning to open up, which is fantastic. Park Run is a great for the communities and getting people going. I've mentioned that my Ironman Stafford event will be going ahead in July, which is fantastic. So a lot of these are all being done socially distanced or whatever. So Saturday just gone, which was Saturday the 3rd. Yeah, was it the 3rd or 2nd of April? Anyway, today's the 5th. So yeah, Saturday, lots of friends of mine were taking part at Kempton Racecourse. Yes, Kempton, which is a horse racing course. So there's no public roads or anything. And I think that event had sold out. So there's a lot of pent up people wanting to do events. So there was time trial races there. I think there was 5K, 10K, half marathon and marathon distances for people to take part in. And having seen people's photos, there is a lot of joy and love for getting back to those. And speaking of joy and love, whilst I'm here, keeping calm and carry on with my tea, yeah, it's really nice tea. I did have a whole pot. Look at that. That's the kind of pot that I use. So yeah, nice herbal tea for me. I've got to give a big shout out to one of my long-term subscribers, Colin Johnson, and his brother Keith. They completed, along with a number of other people, however many took part in that event, a 50-mile ultra. I understand, Colin, they took a bit of a slight detour, so ended up running, I think, 52, 53 miles. But hey, if you're going to run 50, whack on a few more miles. So big congratulations to Colin and Keith completing that ultra 50-mile event. And the medal, wow, it's a nice bit of bling. Maybe I might do that next year, but I'm in training at the moment for my half Ironman. So the news today, which is absolutely fantastic, I want to share this with you. So I'm going to put up a screen that will show this. So yes, London Marathon organisers will be hosting what they call a COVID-19 test event for the UK government. So let me fill up the screen so you can all see what's going on here. So this isn't just me saying it. I saw this on the news this morning, so I wanted to share it with you. And I would highly recommend, if you want to share this video amongst all your friends, family on Facebook, YouTube, wherever, share this and we can talk about it more. So let's fill up the screen so you can see the whole thing that's going on there. And I'll jump to the actual one in it. So here we are, London Marathon organisers to host COVID-19 test event for UK government. So as you can read here, London Marathon events set to host, and they're calling it a reunion 10K, as the UK government aims to gather scientific data on holding mass participation events during the COVID-19 pandemic. The event on April 24th and 25th will be one of the pilots in the event's research programme and is planned for Hatfield Park to the north of London, and will consist of 3 separate 10-kilometre races held over the weekend. Yeah, so the 3 events, each one will have 3,000 participants, and I'm sure these races will sell out pretty damn quick because they mentioned there's a lot of pent-up demand. And the organisation, working closely with Public Health England, will in Hatfield Borough Council, Hatfield Park and other stakeholders to host the event. And the races will collect scientific data from participants, spectators and staff, which can be used to inform the DCMS as they plan a safe return to sport. All attending the event will be required to take a COVID-19 polymerase chain reaction test. So it's a PMR test, I think, before and after the event, and will be asked if they have been vaccinated, but this will not be required to, but will not be a requirement to attend. So anyone testing positive before the event will not be able to attend, with participants having their entry fee refunded if they have tested positive. And they would like to thank everyone involved in the support of putting the Reunion 10K at Hatfield Park together. Entries will open on April the 8th, which is this Thursday. So I'd love to hear from you guys. Are any of you going to be participating in these events? Now, as it mentioned there, and I'll go back to that point because there's a lot of talk about these passports, COVID passports, you know, having been vaccinated. You can't take part in events unless you're vaccinated. As it clearly states here, it's not a requirement to attend. The requirement is that you've had a negative test. So anywhere where you hear that people need to have passports or to have been vaccinated to take part in events is pure speculation and pure rumours. It's not fact, it's pure fiction. Yeah, as I say, so respect what people have to say. I think certain sectors of society do seem to want to push certain things. So it talks here about other events going ahead and so on. So for me, I think it's fantastic news. I'm sure it's fantastic news as well. I see a live comment has come in. So what is that comment? Oh yes, finally, Run. Hello, good to see you here. So yeah, if anyone wants to leave any comments, then please do. I think it's fantastic that this event's going ahead. There has been, to date, no scientific evidence conclusively proving that if someone runs past you or walks past you and that they're going to pass any COVID to you. I think there's been, again, speculation, rumours, but there is no scientific evidence. So now we're going to have these events to collate this scientific evidence. And like yourselves, I'm sure I'm very keen to see what the results will be. And yeah, when's my next marathon? Thank you for that question. Not till September. Not till September. Hopefully, fingers crossed, the Berlin Marathon. But again, I've read all sorts of speculations of what's going on, and I know that there's people who are keen to do events overseas. And I know even as we speak right now, I don't know whether Boris has already given that announcement talking about traffic lights for various countries of what's going on, where we can travel to when we come back. Do we have to self-isolate, or can we just come straight back home, or so on, and levels of different isolation, whether you isolate at home or whether you isolate in a government hotel. But to be quite frank, again, it's just hearsay. I'm just sitting tight. We can only control certain things, can't we? So for me, the news about the London Marathon event is absolutely fantastic. I can't wait to see the results from this, so we can then start doing things based on scientific evidence, not hearsay. So yeah, there's the screen there. So I think there's been a lot of rumours and all sorts of speculation, as you'd expect with something. And in fact, here in the UK, there was a TV show, a reporting, it's called Panorama, and they've done some investigation about how different countries have been reacting and responding with the COVID-19, and it seems everyone everywhere, and you can leave comment, have all been doing it differently, and some have had some great results and some not so good results. But at the very end of the program, to save you a whole hour of watching it, because you'd like to know which one got it right, which country got it right, which region, because different regions and different countries have been doing different things as well, provinces, states. The overall conclusion from the Panorama team was there's no conclusion. So there's still a lot of unknowns and so on. So I think having these events, the reunion 10Ks, as they're calling it, 3 different events, I'm very much looking forward to this. And they'll get the scientific evidence, and hopefully with that, we can then move forward to live with this. So, we need to learn to live with what's going on. And yeah, I'm very much looking forward to it. If you've watched this on replay or whatever, leave it in the comments below. I'm going to carry on drinking my tea. And as it says here, keep calm and carry on here in Britain. Thank you all so much for tuning in and watching this. I really do appreciate it. And as I mentioned earlier, that if you can subscribe and maybe even follow me on the socials. I've got Poet with Pace on Instagram, Twitter and Facebook. And for those who maybe try a bit more traditional, you can email me also, poetwithpace@gmail.com. And if you look in the links below, just a little plug where I'm putting together my book finally, and I'll be releasing an ebook. And for those who subscribe to my mailing list, or you can email me directly at poetwithpace@gmail.com, or subscribe on the link below for the mailing list for the ebook, where I'll be releasing one of the chapters, in fact, one of the spectacular chapters in the book for you all. So that's what I'm focusing on right now, as well as the training, is putting my book together. And I'm getting some great help from some people who've been guests on here and other people that I've worked with. So I really do appreciate that. If you wanted to join in and help in some way, then please do email me if you've got some experience of publishing or editing, or if you want to do some proofreading. I think some of it call it beta reading, they call that. I'd love to hear from you about that as well. So without further ado, thank you all so much for watching this. It is greatly appreciated. And I know it's been a bit of a journey, shall we say, since we've had the first lockdown, which will be over 12 months ago now here in the UK. But the light is beginning to shine, I think, and I'm certainly here to shine my light. There's bright sunshine out here. I even heard an ice cream van going around the estate here, so things are livening up, shall we say. So progress makes us happy, and I think we are progressing slowly but surely. So I'm going to go. Thank you all so much again. See you all soon. Be sure to, as I say, subscribe, links, blah, blah, share all this and share this news. And it's important to share the correct information, not misinformation or speculation or hearsay. I think this is one of the things I've certainly learned, and hopefully you guys have learned, is there's an awful lot of misinformation and people want to speculate and create all sorts of rumors. Gossip is another fantastic thing, or sharing stuff on the WhatsApp. So as I'll need to reiterate, there are no passports required for these reunion 10Ks. You don't have to have had the vaccine, because for a lot of people who are going to be running these races end of April would not have even had the first vaccine. So it'd be unfair to discriminate against these people. If they don't have COVID, they've tested and a negative, what's the purpose of not allowing them to enter the event if they've not had the vaccine? So yeah, it's good that they've got that. So short, brief, to the point. I'm going to go because I've got some food to eat as well. I'm getting quite hungry here. So it's 8:15. Leave the comments below and I'll see you all soon. Yeah, take care. Love you all. Bye, bye, bye. Bye, bye, bye.